our next speaker, he speaks motivational speeches like Anthony Robbins. And he gives moral teachings like the Dalai Lama. He's a mixture of the Dalai Lama and Anthony Robbins. He's also the CEO for Aramco Singapore. He is the Nobel Peace Prize nominee for 2024. Let's welcome to the stage, CEO Michael Daly.
So, I'll start now and end tomorrow morning at 5. Are you ready for that? So, all my friends know that I'm very, very private. And in public, I really don't speak long, but in private, I do. But we're going to talk about a couple of things. The first thing, the doctor about we talk long overnight. I send you emails about your black energy and stuff, how for years. Some of the theories you have are very, very good. All right, and I hope they do come alive. Remember when Einstein was asked, how does it feel to be the most brilliant person in the world by the New York Times? Einstein turned around and said, I don't know, maybe go speak to Nikola Tesla. All right, and we're finding out it's all about theories of frequency. In the back, we have Nico here he is. And he's designed a new technology for cosmetry. I had the facelift in 5 minutes, so it took away all the lines. So frequency is where it is. Now we're going to get on topic right now. So I left my flash drive, but you know, it's the big deal. So let me break things down into 3 areas: past, present, and future. Now let's talk about from day 0, when this gentleman was talking about the theories of the universe formed, until 1950. Right? In 1950, that period of time, we were just learning how to tame the environment. Right. After that point, AI came in at that point. That's when it first started. Computer technology. One of my grandmothers was the original investor in IBM. It was a missile company. Right? And that really started the phase where we started to pollute. So the second phase I'm going to talk about is from 1950 to about, let's say, 2023. All right. In this period of time, we destroyed everything in the world, and we're on our way to destroying it. All right. After that period is the most important period we're in. It is going to be the glorious period of America, if we can get to it, because that period of time we're talking about, between there and about 2035, China's population drops to about 400 million people. All right. And they need that to happen because they're moving with AI or robotics, and they can produce products faster, cheaper, with no pollution. And they have a great advantage right now because they have cheap labor. But we don't have that. But we do have one thing. If we switch, and Trump's trying to do it, trying to switch over, if we can harness AI and robotics and all the other digital stuff out there, we stand a chance to be the cleanest manufacturer in the world. Now, why am I talking about that? I have 48 IPOs. I bought SoftBank in '99. That was a hard one. All right, I didn't like it at all because I knew he was going to do a turnaround on us, and he sat in my office for months looking at what I was doing. One deal I did, I was hired on Tuesday, right after the 9/11, and on Thursday I found out that my payroll's $500,000 to $700,000 for that week. And I look at the bank account, the CEO of that company lied to me to get me to do a turnaround. He had $52 in the bank. He had $52. I went to my accounts receivable and I found Intel owed us $5 million. I went out to Goodman of Texas and I got that $5 million. Wow. Wait till you hear the story. And the reason I'm bringing this up, I'm going to talk about Sir Gary, my good buddy over there, is never give in, never give up. So I'm sitting there and this is a 45th and 5th, the highest rent district. We have satellites on the roof. We broadcast all around the world. I'm going IPO with that company. I factored in, and that evening, Mookie called me, the COO of Intel, and he says, who the hell are you? I said, I'm the guy that factored you. Give me my money. He says, I'm taking you to court. I said, please do. So I turned around and I called our chairman that works at Winston & Strong, one of the big law firms. I said, I want you to sue them. The next morning he came back and he gave me my $5 million, and he gave me an option to buy the TOC, the Technical Operations Center, which was $150 million. The companies I work for, we come in secret, no one knows what I'm doing. In 4 weeks I become COO and CEO. Some of the companies, 8,900% sales growth, 5 months. Not bad, right? All right? Why am I saying that? There's 2 laws in business. And you send your kids to school, right? So Gary, you spend a lot of money. And they come home with the 2 laws that they spend 4 years with. As an entrepreneur, you live it. And I'm going to tell you what it is. It's simple. More is better than less. Sooner is better than later. If you have those 2 things, then the second thing steps into play. You have something of value. Your customer has money, but they understand the value and they're willing to exchange it. If you have those 2 principles running, you have an IPO that can grow 40, 50 times X, right? So I've done that several times, quietly. This is the first time I'm talking. The reason is some of the people know me in here. I lost my Chinese wife in a wrongful death. And she was brilliant. She had customers reading her texts all over the world. Where I publish is not in public, in private. And there's some mistakes in that. It's okay, I don't mind. What I'm going to tell you, if you live for the next 5 years with AI, you stand a chance to do something that they talked about in the Bible, in the Quran, with my Indian blood, my Jewish blood, and my Catholic blood. It's really confusing when you go to get drunk because you can't figure out what to drink. Is it Manischewitz? With the Chinese, it's Maltai, which my wife made. All right. Is it vodka? What is it? Oh, firewater, okay? But the Jesuits said this: if you make a decision, make it when you're drunk and when you're straight. If it matches, it's a pretty good decision. Now, let's make it short, right? Let me talk about some serious stuff here, okay? So there's 3 phases, past, present, and now. The positioning that we're going through right now, it's well-deserved. I knew Henry Kissinger. 1977, he did the petrol deal with my business partners and my friends, the Saudi government. I've been blessed by the Saudi, all right? Additionally, with the petrodollar, it made us easy to work every day. And we created a life we cannot imagine. All the other countries don't have the benefit of that petrodollar. China, in its brilliance, made the BRICS. And they are now in the position to compete with us. And what Trump is doing, and I can tell you stories about him when he was near my girlfriend years ago. But he's doing the right thing in this area. Sir Gary, I met him years ago. My foundation was giving money. He's the most philanthropic person I have ever met. He gives money and he doesn't ask anything in return. My foundation too, I'm a little bit of a secret, which I love. But I witnessed him when I was giving $74,000 to the Confucius side in Flushing. I can't think, the lawyer ran that, right? And I saw him there sitting next to Yusai Khan, my friend, Dane Khan. He's Sir Gary for a reason. But when my wife passed, my wife asked me to nominate him for a Nobel Prize. And we went about doing that, and we're very happy to do it. And I'm very glad we did that. But additionally, I told you it was 8 years ago we started this, and I said, with the research we're doing, where there's good business, there's no war. People eating 3 meals a day, they want kids, they want to have fun, and they don't go to war. We formed 2 foundations in this, other than our own. Global Chinese U.S. Peace Research Institute, and we're bringing AI, and I'm an expert at it since 1981, bringing AI, virtualization, and technology on maps so people can see more. Because when they read those BS reports from the research foundations, they all want to go to sleep because no one figures out what's happening there. We need to bring a visual piece to the people so they can see what's going on visually like a movie. All right, so Sir Gary and I joined up and we did that first research piece. The second one we did, because you have to have business. And I'll talk about my teaching entrepreneurship, and know some of my students. We realize there's a big change coming, and the U.S. is ill-equipped for this. My colleague over here spoke about, what's his name, the guy that ran Apple, what's his name? Oh yeah, Steve. I worked with Gil Emilio, one of his good guys, the CEO of him, and he was also at Sequoia Venture. The only A that Steve got was in what subject, you know? Calligraphy. But it's a brilliant art, form is function. And that's what he was. He was a brilliant man with that. But what we're doing right now with Sir Gary and this thing, we need to get ahead of the curve so we can yield the profit that's lurking inside us. We don't need more labor. We will have it in the form of AI, robotics, and all these other things, making products for us day and night. We don't have any export going on. It's really coming, and I was the chairman of Port Elizabeth, a ceremony one that President Bush and Charlie Rangel put me in charge of. If that place over there closes, we starve here in 4 weeks. That's how bad it is. We need to get to work and rebuild, and the foundation we put together to help small and mid-sized businesses with the AI and all this other stuff will bring us back up. When you have profit, you do philanthropic stuff, arts. I invested in it. Years ago I was the president of Maryland Rural Studios. All right, my grandmother started that. All right, so I'm going to end really simple. What you're doing is very important. We need examples, and we want more Nobels from China and women. That's what they're looking for. We're going back to Nobel. I've been going there for I don't know how many years. They still overlook me. I think it's my looks, not my technology. Anyway, thank you for coming tonight, and this is phenomenal. Thank you. And I teach at Stony Brook. My students will become, I did, private equity. They're becoming presidents of countries. I have 40 IPOs, 7,000 students through there. And I taught them those 2 rules, and with that, you can become a billionaire. All right, and then I have 18 IPOs we're working on right now, so God bless.
Thank you, Michael Daly. Thank you.